So I haven't made a video on this channel for a while relating to writing, other than my video that I've just uploaded onto Practice Makes Prose, which I'll link to down below, and I suggest you go and check that out. So this is a update video slash a video response to One More Southern Belle on her discussion on reading a series. So Ali asked, do you like to read a series in order, or do you like the series to stand alone so that you could pick up any book in the series and understand the plot? Now personally, I quite like reading the series in order, just so that you understand the plot better and you pick up on certain information that you might not pick up on if you started reading the series from, say, the third book in. One of my pet peeves about reading a series of books is that most of them are left wide open. The plot thickens so much and so many plot lines are left open to interpretation that you have to read it in order to understand. Also, the plot gets so complicated that if you don't read it thoroughly enough, you don't understand what's going on, and then you just end up getting confused. As I said in my 7 Deadly Sins of Reading video tag, which I made a while ago on this account, and I'll link to down below, I said I was reading a series of books called The House of Night. Now, they started off very simple, and I was really enjoying reading them. But the thing that's put me off continually reading the next book straight after finishing a book is the fact that the plot line has got so complicated that it's hard to keep up with. With some series of books, like the Harry Potter series for example, it's okay for the plot line to get quite confusing because you get a general idea of where the story is going and you get some subtle hints within the plot line of what might happen next. But with other series of stories, like The House of Night for example, I ended up reading it and then rereading certain bits, not because I found it really enjoyable to read, but because I didn't understand where the author was trying to take the plot. And for me, it made me feel as though the author has just put together some plot ideas in the hope of making another story which they probably didn't need in the first place. I'm also a strong believer that some books don't need a sequel to be brilliant, and it's like films. They overdo the films. For example, Ice Age has been overdone now with 4 films. Shrek has been overdone now with about 4 films. And sometimes they're not needed. And sequels never appear to be as good as the original. And that works with books as well. Some sequels are rubbish compared to the originals. I'm a strong believer in tying up loose ends to stories, and if there happens to be some plot which you could work with to make a sequel, then do it, but don't make up plot just for the sake of doing the sequel, or just for the sake of doing a series of books which probably aren't needed and are probably not going to be as good as the original. That's my view on reading a series of books. And as for writing a series of books goes, if you have enough plotline to work with a sequel or a series, then go for it, but don't force it out. If there isn't enough plotline, tie it up and make the first book the best it can be. If you have any thoughts on reading or writing a series of books, then either leave a comment down below, I'd love to hear, or make a video response to One More Southern Belle's video, which I'll link to down below. See you later guys, bye.